welcome back to Movies and Us. I'm TJ,
And I'm Marcus.
and this is the review show that reviews genre movies from beginning sometimes, and you just ruined the whole intro, Marcus, with all your moving and stuff. We're going into... Did I say the episode number? Did I say 36?
Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention, honestly, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't remember if I said it or not, so it's 36. We're going into Batman, The Mystery of the Batwoman. It's the animated movie released in October 21st, 2003. It is 74 minutes long.
No box office, sadly.
Yes, sadly. Are you eating in the middle of a podcast?
No.
Uh-huh. It was directed by Kirk Getta, written by Michael Reeves, story by Ellen Burnett, produced by Margaret M. Dean, starring Kevin Conroy, Kimberly Brooks, Kelly Ripa, Elisa Gabrielli, Kyra Sedgwick, David Ogden Stiers, Kevin Michael Richardson, John Vernon, Hector Elizondo, a lot of names, Alfred Zimbalist Jr., Eli Marthenthal, Tara Strong, Bob Hastings, and Robert Costanzo.
That's a lot of names.
They listed everybody who had a line in this.
Yeah, seriously. It's not a big cast, so I guess they squeezed everyone in there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think that's it for that.
Yeah.
Nothing else to talk about outside of it.
No, because it's an animated movie, so not much behind the scenes.
There is no behind... Oh, I guess we should mention this does take place between Batman, Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero, and Batman Beyond Return of the Joker.
Is there a universe number to this?
That's Marvel.
Oh, so it's not a DC thing? Weird.
Yeah, this is the animated series continuity, and I guess it says it's between Sub-Zero and Return of the Joker, so... Not that those movies have any bearing on any of this.
I'm kind of sad that doesn't. Well, you've seen the movies currently, haven't you? The animated ones?
What?
Have you seen the current animated movies or no?
I have not seen any of the animated movies. That's why I wanted to do them.
Oh, you nerd. I just wanted to know if they actually affect each other at all or no.
I have no idea. I was using this show as a way to be able to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, there wasn't really... The only interesting thing behind the scenes is that they had to create a new model for Rupert Thorne.
Who's Rupert Thorne?
He's the gangster with the cards.
Oh, okay. Why did they make a new model for him?
Because every other character design was based on the animated series, the new animated series of Batman. It was like the third season or something.
Yeah.
And he wasn't in that. So they had to redesign them for, I guess, art continuity? I don't know.
What's it usually look like?
It looked like that, essentially. Just a little heavier and more round. That's it for that. You have anything that you want to talk about?
I got a question for you, though.
Okay.
I know you usually gravitate to female characters, like heroes, villains, etc., etc., etc. Why is that? Like, what gravitates you towards them? Why do you find them more intriguing than male characters?
I don't know. I just find them more interesting.
But, what about them?
It really depends on the character. It's not really anything generalized about it, you know?
Did you find these characters?
No, I found this movie insufferable, honestly. I didn't like this movie.
Wow. Interesting, because I didn't love this movie, but it's a movie.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie.
Really?
No.
What?
I think it's the weakest of all the movies we've watched as far as the animated ones.
See, I think it's the weakest as an effect. There's nothing going on. It's like a typical Batman episode. It didn't need to be a movie. But weird.
There was that aspect to it too. But before we get into that, I got trailers and shit to go through.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I have the Blu-ray.
Oh, so what trailer did you get? Anything exciting?
I got a trailer. I don't know when the Blu-ray is released, because I got a trailer for Batman Year 1. I also got a trailer for the first season of Young Justice.
Wow, okay.
The DC application that allows you to download comic books and stuff like that. My cousin actually has both that one and the Marvel. He seems to like it. So
which one's better, do you think? As you said?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I would just assume there's just ways to read comic books. I don't think there's much of a difference as far as design and stuff, you know. I also got a trailer for the first season of Thundercats on DVD, the new series. I also got a trailer for Mad TV show based on the Mad comic or magazine.
Yeah, Mad TV. The was it a stand-up show like SNL or
No, it was like a Cartoon Network version.
what?
Yeah, it's called Mad. It's a TV show, and it was
Yeah,
for the season one, part one of the DVDs.
that sounds awful. Was it?
The
Huh?
trailer looked terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting.
And I never heard of it before this.
Neither
So
have I.
I also got a trailer for the Green Lantern animated TV show.
Oh, that's a decent show, right?
I don't know, but it looks all 3D animated, and it looks terrible. Like drawn wise, I don't know what the story or anything is, but the way it is drawn or computer generated does not look good. And then I also have a short on here. Did you get the short
I had one at the end of my movie.
with Catwoman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so it was weird because the movie ended. There was 10 minutes left, and they tacked it on at the end. Like, why am I watching this? It's a whole jazzy chase scene, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no dialogue.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's weird though because you're right. It has the jazz music and the music on this. Not only this, but the whole movie is
Yes.
weird.
They tried making it jazzy yet hip and cool and sexy. Like, what the is this?
Yeah, it's not. It's not good.
No, it's very. I thought it was just me, but like, what is it? Is this new? Like, what's going on? Okay.
No. Anyway, the short's only 6 minutes long, and
It's a waste of your time.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I think DC does shorts on all of their movies at one point
Oh, okay.
during this time. It's just like a little. It's like a little movie like Pixar used to does in front of their things.
Oh, yeah. Makes
You,
sense.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all it was is Bruce Wayne's at a party. He's being flirted with a bunch of girls. Alfred distracts him. He goes down the elevator. Catwoman is robbing. I don't know where he is.
I think it's his house. I thought.
No, I don't think it was his house. Because if it was his house, it looked like a skyscraper.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it was like Wayne Tech or something.
Well, why would Alfred be there then?
What?
Why would Alfred be there if it wasn't his house?
Alfred goes everywhere with him.
Yeah, but like,
It's his chauffeur, and he probably threw
true.
the event.
yeah, true.
He probably is hosting the event and stuff, so. And so Catwoman steals some things, and he chases her, like, through the streets to a zoo. We get a shot of the Harley Quinn's 2 hyenas in the zoo.
I didn't notice that. Okay,
Well, there are 2 hyenas, I just assumed.
that's fair.
Because they were, like, prominent in the background. Why
Yeah.
else would you show them?
Exactly.
Then
That makes sense.
And then a panther attacks Batman, and then Catwoman gets away. And finally, Batman catches her. She drops it. They flirt. They kiss. And it looks like Batman's going to let her get away. But no, she's handcuffed, and the police come and arrest her. And Bruce Wayne goes back to his party.
Yay! Day is saved.
Yeah.
I thought, she only steal like diamonds, I guess.
It was like money.
Yeah, but he's chased all throughout the Gotham. Like, that was a lot of effort for a little bit of money.
Well, he is Batman. That's his job.
I know, but it's like, must have been a
It was-
slow night. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
also there was also the whole flirtatious thing going on between those two. This is kind of like their thing.
I know.
But I don't know.
It's just-
I
it's one of
actually
his
like
kinks.
this. I like this better than all the relationship stuff that happened in the movie.
I hated this so much more. And I hated the relationship in this movie, but I hated that little 6-minute
Why?
sketch. I was just like, I was already annoyed because it was the end of my movie. So I was already annoyed as I watched the movie that was kind of pointless. And then that was even more pointless. Like, I know he's going to talk about this in the review, so I have to watch the 6 minutes. And it's just really just killing me right now.
Well, I watched it first.
Yeah, see, it was at the end of mine. I watched it on HBO Max, so they had the movie first, and that was on the end of the credits.
Oh,
It's
no,
like, okay.
on the Blu-ray, I had to go into my special features to find it. So yeah, I watched that first. So I went into it fresh without any, because I had never seen this movie before at all. Until we started the show, I didn't even know this movie existed.
I guess for good reasons for you, because you apparently no one else liked it, I guess. Well, some of the reviews, they're all mediocre.
Yeah, they're mediocre from what I saw.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the Catwoman stuff because it's more in character for what Bruce does. And we'll get into some of the relationship stuff in the movie that I did not like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I didn't care for that. If I had to review that, I would give that like
The
5.
the only thing that I thought was weird, though,
Yeah.
was you're right. It's completely silent. And
Yeah.
it's got the weird jazz music over it. It has no sound effects either.
Exactly. That's what
That-
really made me like, why
Yeah.
are we doing this? Why is it being so artsy?
the movie, the short would have been better if there was at least sound effects. I could get no dialogues, fine.
Yeah.
You could do the whole thing without dialogue. I actually
Yes.
appreciate those kinds of things.
So do I.
But like, there's no sound effects. It feels like it's an unfinished thing.
Exactly. They just got that. Like it was supposed to be like an episode or something in an episode or a movie. Like, just throw it out there in this movie and call it a day. It's not finished, sir. Put a jazz soundtrack under it and we're good. And like, oh, man.
No, I actually do think they thought this was cool and they just threw it in there.
I guess. I didn't think it was cool, but okay.
Like I said, it's not bad.
It's a 6-minute short, so it didn't kill me watching it. I just was, like I said, after watching an hour and a half of a movie, I was like, oh man, now I gotta watch this.
Well, it was only an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like an hour and a half.
Well, it's still shorter than what we have been watching.
Yeah, I know. Before we start, I want to talk about the box office, because I wanted to talk about the box office, because I can. One Piece, Dead End Adventure was released that year. I know you've seen some of One Piece, I guess?
I reviewed it on Anime and Us, like the first 100 and something episodes.
Oh god, that sounds awful. I know it's like a lot of episodes, right?
Oh yeah, there's over 800 episodes.
Did you guys watch the movies for that?
No, we only watched the show, and the show's actually really, really good.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I'm not gonna watch it, but from what I've heard, it's really good.
I mean, I've never seen it going in before I did that review, and I really liked it. I actually watched 100 episodes before we did that review.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was that good.
That's interesting. Doing a little cross promotion for you right there. Also came out that year. I'm at the bottom of the list, so I was just want to see the list stuff. Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Old Boy is on here. Battle Royale 2 came out this year. The first one, really fun. I haven't seen the second one. But yeah, just wanted to talk about some Deep Blue. Not Deep Blue City, but Deep Blue.
I think I've seen the original Battle Royale.
Have you really? One of the kids that kill each other on the island?
Yeah, it's very Lord of the Flies.
Would you call that Lord of the Flies-esque? Because the Lord of the Flies, the kids were there by accident. This one, they're killing each other kind of on purpose.
They were put there.
Lord of the Flies?
They didn't choose. The Battle Royale, they were put there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still like that, when you're put in a situation, things change, everything gets,
Oh, okay, that's fair, I guess.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, I'm pretty sure Battle Royale took inspiration from Lord of the Flies, just like Hunger Games took inspiration from Battle Royale.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I never thought about that, but I could, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even, for some reason, I want to say, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I think I remember seeing Battle Royale for school.
You saw that in school?
I think it was like an English class thing.
I could see I had an English teacher who had a movie class and she showed us movies. I could see them like that's but like Battle Royale, like what?
Yeah, I guess because
Lisa had Lord of
because I've never, when I was in high school, I'd never watched any of that shit. Like, I never went out of my way to watch anything at all. Like, I don't even watch movies now. I was kind of worse back then.
Oh man, you're the worst kind of person.
If it's like if it was like not mainstream, like in America, and that's a Japanese movie, so I would never have seen that on my own.
Interesting. So, school. School.
I want to say had to be for a project in school for some reason, but I don't remember.
Maybe you compare and contrast, I guess.
I don't know, because I do remember reading Lord of the Flies in school.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I have those two comparisons in my head. Maybe it was like a comparison thing. One of my English teachers made us do that a lot. Like, we had to read Frankenstein and watch the movie and compare and contrast that.
That's interesting. I feel that's a good way for the teacher to like have a day off. You guys watch the movie, take notes.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, I had an English teacher who did that a lot. So
yep.
That's why that's why I think that's that's why I'm thinking that's where I got that from, but I don't remember.
Nice. Okay, that's all I want. That's the one to bring up some random box office stuff because I could.
All right. Ready to jump into this properly?
Yeah, let's do this.
So we open up with Bugs Bunny.
I didn't.
You didn't get the Warner Brothers in front of it?
I did. Yeah, I did.
I was about to say. I just always find that weird when I see Bugs Bunny and then I'm going in to watch Batman.
Oh, I love it. I wish they don't do that anymore, do they?
I don't know. I have not seen a recent animated movie.
Well, they don't do it for animated ones. I guess they don't do it for the live action stuff.
Well, no, they never did it with the live action stuff. That's a different
true.
production company. I think because it's animated studios is different than the movie studios.
That would make sense. Yeah.
All right, but our real opening is we have these criminals, because there are always criminals, driving or smuggling what are the guns, and well, we find out later plasma rifles, because we're future-y for some reason in this one. They're on the highway. I guess they're trying to leave Gotham, but they look like they're entering Gotham. But whatever.
I think the guy was saying they're driving past Gotham.
But they're coming from a warehouse in Gotham.
I guess it's just it's the way he said it. Like you guys are like leaving.
The warehouse where they take the guns from are in Gotham. It gets blown up later.
I know, trust me, I know. But like for some reason, it sounded like they were saying, "We're gonna pass Gotham. Be careful, because Batman's out."
I mean, I guess they would be passing Gotham if they got on the highway, passing through Gotham.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, Batwoman shows up. Or is it Ghost Batwoman or Steel Batwoman? Because she's got a weird outfit.
I just don't like that she took it from Batman.
Oh, I have completely different problems with it.
I know, but I think that's just dumb. Like, well, hold on. Batwoman in the show, in the comics, is it the same twist as this, or no?
Not even close. That's my entire problem with this entire movie.
Oh, okay.
This is not Batwoman.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's why I thought that her using this costume in this movie is really stupid. Like,
the costume's completely different too.
Oh yeah,
it's like silver or gray with like pink gloves.
And is it Batwoman's just Batman's costume?
No, she's got her bat symbols red. Okay. And she usually wears a red wig under her hood.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Batwoman in the comics is Kate Kane. I think when she was first introduced in like the 50s, she was brought in as, I don't know if she was Kate Kane then. She might have been named something else, but the original Batwoman was brought in to give Batman a love interest because of the whole worried about Batman and Robin being gay thing. But anyway, Kate Kane is the cousin of Bruce Wayne in recent comics. She's also like the big LGBT character.
Yes.
In the Batwoman TV show, though, Kate Kane's actually not Batwoman anymore.
Oh, she retired?
Well, there was a whole casting thing, behind the scenes shit. We're not going to get into that.
Okay.
They created a new character to take over the role for Batwoman in the show, Riley something.
Is she good?
She's not terrible.
Okay.
So that was our hot opening. Batwoman shows up and beats up the thugs, blows up the car, almost kills two guys, by the way.
Yeah. She does a lot in the movie.
And she hits one of the guns, and one of the laser beams almost takes down the Batplane, because Batman just happens to be in the area and almost gets lasered. And then, Batman saves the guy that got thrown off the bridge. And, Batwoman also showed up on Green Goblin's glider for some reason. It actually looks more safer than the way Green Goblin does it, where he's just standing on it the whole time.
Oh, yeah, no. I have an issue with Green Goblin's thing, too. It's just compared to the Batwing or something like that, this device seems very, I wouldn't be on it.
I just think they didn't, Batman's in the Batplane. We have to have her flying some other way.
Yeah, but, why she gotta have the Batman theme? I still can't get over that, that's all.
Because
especially
I think
when she's not associated with him.
I think they wanted the Batwoman thing because of, I don't know if she was popular at the time. She might have been popular at the time.
Well, if she's popular at the time, then why not just go with the original character then, not this twist later on?
I don't know. It's not a good movie.
That's the thing. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So the credits show up, and Batman jumps at us for some reason. I don't know why he's trying to attack us through the TV, but he does.
The credits are weird.
Yeah.
Again, there's that jazzy music, and Batman doing not even Batman things, but kind of Batman things.
Yeah, it's like a clip show almost.
Yes, but just showing him, not who he's fighting. He's throwing stuff at the screen, and he's punching nothing sometimes.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it.
To Wayne Manor, where he's getting ready for something or another. I don't know. He does mention, though, that, Batwoman shows up and we can't have a vigilante running around town.
As he's
then,
a vigilante running around town.
And Alfred says, I'm not going to touch that with that comment at all, which is funny. There's a couple funny moments in this.
Oh, yeah. See it for sure.
Then we get introduced to our villains in this. Rupert Thorne, the gangster. Duthane. I don't know what his name is. He's like the muscle.
His name is something Duquesne.
Duquesne, yeah. He's created for this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the Penguin. And apparently, they are manufacturing weapons of mass destruction for Kaznia. The three bad guys have their weapons manufacturer underneath a gnome making.
It looks like a toy factory, which is cool because the Penguin hires people, has a business going on, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but they're making like the painting gnomes and penguins.
I know.
And it's very weird.
Yes,
just a weird choice.
It's what all these villains do on these shows, the Batman series. It feels like they're all have kitty themes, like they make toys or ice cream or whatever the hell they do.
So then we cut over to the muscle. I keep forgetting his name.
Duquesne.
Yeah, and we get introduced to his daughter, and right there I said, "That's Batwoman."
Yeah, I said this. With every new female character, they like, that's probably her. That's probably her. It's probably her.
Well, no, I didn't have that. From the moment they introduced Duquesne's daughter, I was sure it was her.
Yeah.
And I thought all the other women were just red herons.
See, I was sure it was her because I thought it would be a cool twist. But then when they introduced the blonde girl with her magneticism crap, even though she was being quote unquote clumsy, like, oh, it's definitely that one. So my money was on the blonde chick.
Well, my money was on the daughter because I thought the blonde chick was there because she was super smart and she's probably she can build gadgets and stuff. They want us to think that it's her.
Yeah. I thought them making her clumsy was like just to throw us off it. Like, nah, I ain't falling for that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing too, but I was convinced it was the other daughter.
No, that's fair. Because I wanted it to be his daughter. Because like you said, I thought it'd be a cool she's got the inside. She ain't gonna tell daddy. That's pretty cool to me.
But then we get cut over to a news report where they're asking Gordon who Batwoman is, and he says she's not affiliated with Batman because she's not, and he knows Batman. So, and then
I'm thinking, I know in the Spider-Man they don't like Spider-Man because he's vigilante. Mm-hmm. Here they don't like vigilantes, kind of, right? Like how are people cool with the Commissioner working with Batman? Granted, Batman's on their side that they all know / think. It's just. How are a lot of people cool with that?
It's one of those things that goes way back to the 40s.
Yeah.
Eventually, it got to the point where Batman was just stopping so much crime. He was deputized by the police.
Deputized, okay.
So I just think it was one of those things that stuck around. That's why the bat signal and stuff like that's there. And, the dealing with all the crazy costume villains because the cops can't handle it and stuff. I don't know. It's the whole legality part of it is weird.
That's what I feel like as a person, you could try to call bullshit to that, especially nowadays with the whole anti-cop stuff going on. I feel they were to remake this part. I feel people would definitely be questioning for Commissioner Gordon and his fellow people.
Yeah, I mean, but you could also argue that Batman's just an informant.
Yeah, I guess he is an informant, huh? But he does a lot of
Well, he does a lot of illegal things. Yeah, sure.
And so for him to do all these illegal things,
that's always been a problem with Batman.
Yeah,
he should have been arrested a long time ago.
Exactly. So for them to put the bat sign up and then you powwow with him, that's I don't know.
But it's one of those. It's one of those things you just got to suspend your disbelief for comic reasons.
That's fair, because I guess
that's the only thing I can come up with that, because I think the same thing every time. Yeah. Nowadays,
that wouldn't fly.
No, nowadays in the comics, he's not really involved with the police anymore that much.
Oh, really?
So right now in the comics, they got this fascist military police thing going on, and they're hunting all masks in Gotham.
That's pretty cool.
So there's a lot going on. It comes and goes, to be honest with you.
I figure, because
working with Gordon, but Gordon's always kind of been an ally of Batman, even when he's not.
Yes.
So
yeah, no, I respect that about Gordon, but I just think publicly, I always thought that should be a hush hush kind of thing, not a public kind of thing.
It's like I said, it's one of those things you got to suspend your disbelief on.
That's fair. I respect that answer.
So in the interview with Gordon, what's his name?
Fat cop.
Yeah, god damn it, I should know his name.
Um,
Bullock.
that's
Bullock.
it. Harvey Bullock. Yeah.
Harvey Bullock, yeah. Bullock says, now there's a Batwoman. Was there going to be a Bat Hound next? Guess what? There is a Bat Hound.
I figured it's a call back to something.
Definitely is. Now we come to the part of the movie that I really distasted.
Oh, you too? I was like so skeeved out. Like, why are they doing this? They could have cut this out.
So Barbara Gordon's at college.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and she calls because she wants to know, hey, do you got a new partner? Because, I thought we were... And it's just gross. Especially the way Bruce handles it, too. And then he's got a whole romance in this whole movie. It's so disgusting.
Because it's like at least it makes you believe that they actually did something beforehand.
They did, apparently.
But she's so young. That's so gross.
I mean, I'm not even...
gross.
The whole young thing doesn't even bother me. The age difference does not bother me at all. It's the fact that Bruce kind of treats her like a daughter.
Yeah.
And he's practically best friends with her father.
Exactly.
And that's what bothers me. I mean, the age difference is what it is. People do that all the time.
Nah, that's weird. That's right. It's weird because he knows them so close.
It's weird because it's a father-daughter relationship, and it's been applied a lot there.
Yes.
It's not like, they were just friends and they're partners and stuff like that. No, and especially when they have Dick Grayson as Barbara Gordon's love interest throughout some of it, too, like in the animated series, even in the animated series. And it's just, now it's a love triangle between those three. It's practically a love triangle between a father, his son, and his daughter, and it's really gross.
Yeah, no, it's very off-putting.
The biggest criticism that I have of the animated series is that relationship. It's gross, and it makes me think it doesn't makes me not like the whole animated series as a whole, honestly.
Yeah, and it should, because when it comes up, it really just throws you off. It makes you feel squeamish.
It's gross.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
I'm glad it wasn't just me with those thoughts.
I always thought it was gross between Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon. That should not be a thing.
Yeah, no.
But, because like I said, especially in the comics, which it doesn't happen in the comics as far as I know, thankfully. But like Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon have always been a thing. So it's just weird going after your son's girlfriend, even if it is...
Exactly. Exactly. It's just not cool. But while they're in there talking, he's talking to her. Is this Dick in this one?
No, that's Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Apparently, from what I was reading, this they reference the relationship between Bruce and Barbara in the Return of the Joker movie.
Yes.
And this is supposedly takes place after that, and so this is Dick had gotten into a fight with them and had left town at this point.
Oh, okay.
So Robin is Tim Drake in this.
Gotcha. See, it's all weird, man. It's all weird. But this Robin in this, he's reading a comic called Mutant Meta Men.
Okay.
Is that a reference to anything? I was just curious. You might know.
Not that I caught.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an X-Men thing or some shit.
Maybe it is. Sounds like it.
Okay.
But, I didn't see anything in the research behind it, and I didn't go out of my way to bother looking it up or anything.
That's fair.
So now we cut over to Wayne Tech, where we're having a board meeting, and this is where we get introduced to blonde clumsy lady that you were talking about.
Yeah, who I thought was Batwoman.
And she's making a bad impression, but then she shows off that she can metal bend, so...
Oh, man. And that earns her a date with Bruce Wayne for some reason.
Well, I don't think it was a date. I think it was the fact that he's just having dinner with a new hire.
That's a date. Does he do it with all his new hires at a fancy sushi restaurant? Like, that's weird.
Bruce Wayne kind of does, yes.
Of all his new hires, even the male companion,
No, and they have to be women for that.
Yeah, exactly. I know he's a playboy, but come on.
But from what I understand of Bruce Wayne, is that, he does take a hands-on approach in hiring and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Because it didn't feel like a date at the dinner. No, not to me.
No, that's definitely a date to me.
No, the stuff we get with the
daughter,
the criminal's daughter later, that's all date stuff. Yes, but this felt like it was like, okay, you screwed up your presentation, but you're impressive. Let's talk about it more, because he was trying to get the technology for the metallurgy, you know what I mean? The metal thing for Batman to use.
And I get
'Cause he
that.
says,
Yeah, I have a secret.
It felt more like a business dinner than anything else to me.
Nah, but I just if it was getting coffee or something, I'd be cool with that. But it was just the whole at a sushi place late at night. If it's for like the date thing, that's all.
You can't have sushi for dinner with a business associate.
But if you just hire, yeah, I guess not. Yeah, you're a if you're a known playboy, come on.
To be fair,
Yeah,
we don't know when this woman was hired or if she was even hired. Maybe that was her interview, and maybe this is the discussion about all that.
at a dinner, I don't know. That's just weird to me. That's a date, like a business.
What's the last time you were on a date? How would you know what a date is?
TJ, that's a date. I don't know why you're defending this so hard, but that's a date.
Because I don't think it is. It didn't feel like one.
I got date vibes, so it's a date.
Okay.
But yeah, like you said, the other girl he's definitely flirting with and dating with, that's definitely the other stuff is date stuff. But that just felt like he was hitting on her, that's all.
Bruce was hitting on her? Not all.
Not hitting on her, but it just feels like he's on a date with her.
It didn't look like a date to me at all.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying people can have dinner at a sushi restaurant and not be a date.
Yeah, but if you're just hiring this pretty blonde girl,
again, we don't know if she's
wherever if you're just interacting with her and you're known as be a playboy, like that's a playboy date move right there.
That's very judgmental.
He's laying down his this is what I got to offer.
Yeah, he wants that technology.
Yeah, and I get that, but he's trying to swoon her over and all that kind of shit.
He's just trying to charm her.
Yeah,
it's not a date.
Sure. Let's continue.
I don't know where I was now because you keep distracting me.
There's a date, then a bat symbol goes off.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. The bat signal. And then we go to the rooftops where we get introduced to a new woman. This one's a cop. She's Harvey Bullock's new partner. Gordon wants to show Batman the plasma rifles that were broken for some reason. He was there. He usually picks that stuff up,
I know. So this is it's just a scene to introduce him to a girl.
Yeah, that's all it was, but it was stupid.
Yeah. So honestly, they could done. Yeah, it's weird.
And at this point, I was sure the girl cop was just a red herring because.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. She seemed like the most red herring of them all.
And Harvey's spitting keys the whole time during the scene, and then Batman takes them. He's like, "Where'd you get these?" And he notices the Penguin has a keychain because the Penguin's an idiot apparently, and just labels his stuff everywhere.
For him being so smart, because I guess he's like a mastermind. He's very dumb in this.
I mean, mastermind is going a little too far. He's very entrepreneurial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, at the bad guy warehouse. Are we there already?
The warehouse? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Batwoman blows up the warehouse. Batman, there's a fight with goons and stuff.
Yeah.
Batman shows up, but she blows up the warehouse. And this is where we find out that, after she blows it up, she tells Batman that they're selling weapons to Kazian. Then she kicks Batman in the face and she gets away.
Well, she gets away, but he batarangs onto her.
Yeah, but he's going for a glider ride, and then she just.
Well, that's what's his plan with that? That looks so stupid when I saw that. He wasn't even making a move to get up there and to stop her. He was just like, "I'm going for a ride now."
Well, he was trying to figure out where she was going, and then when she cut it, he was close enough to realize where she went.
Yeah, but she that's really dumb on her part. Then she should have kept flying a little further.
She didn't come across as the smartest character. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Batman visits Duquesne, whatever it is, because that's where the girl disappears, and he sees her up in the her room, and he's now sure that she's did it. And then he beats up a couple Duquesnes, and Duquesne goes, "Go away, Batman," and he does.
I wrote my notes. Duquesne bitches Batman. What? Oh, granted, I guess Batman had no reason to fight him because he is on his property and he didn't do anything illegal-ish.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it was very random.
And so Bruce decides, he tells the Commissioner Gordon that he thinks that I call her Dee Dee in my notes, Duquesne's daughter.
Do you really?
Yeah, I wrote Dee Dee every time.
That's good.
He tells Gordon, and then he follows her as Bruce Wayne that she goes shopping. And he's getting tired of following her around, so he goes in after her into one of the malls. And she comes up to him and asks him to help her escape from her bodyguards that her dad's really possessive and, say, don't leave without my permission or my guys or whatever.
Understandable right now because he is under a lot of pressures.
Yeah, but I got the impression that was all the time.
Yeah.
And so they escape to each other and they go to like a secluded cliff with a tree to have a heart-to-heart moment, where Kathy explains about her dead mom.
Which is weird because she just met this dude.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce, she finds out he's Bruce Wayne, and, respectable guy versus gangster's daughter, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They have their little date. Then the goons show up and take her home. Meanwhile, what happens after the date?
Batman suspects that it is her. Obviously, he goes to Commissioner Gordon, and there's two.
Oh, I did that out of order.
And he talks like, I think it's her. Follow her.
Okay.
He goes to the Batcave. He looks at pictures of her, and as she's like athletic and fighter, etc., etc.
Right, and so he thinks it's her.
Yeah.
But then Batwoman shows up at Penguin's offices while him and Thorne are talking. She's taking pictures, and Penguin notices her because she's an idiot. And they get into a little scuffle, and then that's it. Penguin's had enough of this woman. He's bringing in some muscle.
Who could it be?
They could have gone with a lot of different options.
I
honestly.
know. That's why I said it like that. Like, I didn't want to spoil it, but I like that. I like that about these movies that they bring in the Rogues Gallery. Granted, sometimes you use the same people you always see, but there's a lot they could go with. I love that.
Batman's got one of the most diverse Rogues Gallery. He has the best Rogues Gallery, too.
I like Spider-Man's too. Spider-Man's is up there.
Spider-Man's is really goofy, though.
Oh, God, yeah. It's all animals themed and hunters and shit like that, but I do enjoy his.
Don't get me wrong, Batman's got some goofy villains, too, but, they're all supposed to be insane.
Yes.
Spider-Man's don't have that excuse.
No,
he's not locking people up in an asylum.
They just dress up to dress up.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, honestly. Flash has a lot of rogues too.
Yes.
So, but I think Batman's is the best.
Oh, I'll agree. But I want to mention that other ones have pretty good rogues galleries. Yeah. Superman's are kind of lame.
His is all super powerful. Yes. Is the problem.
Which I don't mind.
All right, back to the review. For some reason, Tim Drake's...
Jealous?
No, he's playing a video game with Roxy for some reason. A really lame video game.
Oh, yeah.
In which she found a secret level. They don't know what video games are. And this is 2003. You would think they would have some idea of what a video game is.
I mean, it reminded me of Castlevania.
It was not Castlevania. It was a screen that broke up and appeared into another screen, and all of a sudden there's a high score. It's 2003. We're past high scores by now.
Yeah, we really are. But at that time, this was an old period-ish Batman. That's what it is, right? I mean, look at the computer they're using.
It depends. We don't know what time period it frickin' is. They never tell us.
Exactly. So it's
But if it's futuristic, then that is way out of date. But if it's past, it shouldn't even exist.
It's a hodgepodge of all this shit, I guess.
It's really bad, the video game. All I'm saying.
I'd say it's like steampunk.
They don't know what video games are. Is all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Anyway, as they're doing this, Bruce is picked up by Duchesne's daughter, and they go on another date. Meanwhile, the cop and Bullock are following them around, and they go to the Iceberg Lounge where they have this really out of place pop song.
Yeah. It's like they had a singer for the weekend. They recorded her songs, and they picked one, and they just played it a lot in this movie. Yeah, so she takes Bruce to the Iceberg Lounge, which, if you don't know, is the Penguin's restaurant. And they're on their date, and Bruce is like, what is your game here? Because he thinks she's Batwoman. And then Batwoman shows up in the Penguin's office and interrogates him, trying to find out who the muscle is, and we find out it's Bane! Dun, dun, dun. Now, is this before or after Bane broke Batman's back?
This would have to be after.
Okay, I thought so. So do you think Batman would have PTSD of Bane after something traumatic like that? So no, I would.
Well, I don't actually think he does it in the animated series.
But even in the comic books, though, would he, because I know he fights Bane afterwards.
Batman has PTSD from everything. His result from his parents dying is going to be Batman.
Oh, man. I guess that is PTSD, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Man, he really needs to talk to a therapist. Jesus. I never thought about that. But you think that would come up in fights, though? Fighting someone as big as Bane and the way he punches. After he broke your back like that, I'd be petrified.
Dude, he's been exposed to Scarecrow's fear toxin so many times.
True.
So it's like, really, you're gonna hurt me? That's the best you can do?
Yeah, but he broke his back.
Yeah, he recovered.
Yeah, but he broke his back.
And he recovered and kicked his ass later.
That's fair, I guess.
Anyway, so Batwoman attacks Penguin, finds out Bane is there, and then she gets thrown through Penguin's wall.
Yeah.
And Penguin must have the cheapest walls ever because
so
it looked like paper.
Because she didn't even get thrown that hard.
But anyway, Penguin actually gets the upper hand on Batwoman, which was surprising.
Yeah.
And she's going to shoot her, and then Batman saves her. But then Batwoman escapes in the chaos.
He's going to shoot her with a bat-seeking missile. Come on, it's great. Like that was so 60s vibe right there, his dumb bat-seeking missile. Like, I enjoyed that.
But, so, Batwoman escapes. Duchesne's daughter is watching the whole thing. Oh no, she's not Batwoman.
Darn, you're wrong. So maybe I'm right.
Yeah. At this point, I said, oh, well, I guess it's Science Lady.
See, I thought it was her at first, too. Or I thought it was... After a little bit, I did change in my notes as Duquesne's daughter. Then that happens, so I crossed that back out like I'm cool. And circle Science Lady. Like, it's gotta be Science Lady then.
Yeah. We'll get to the actual twist, which...
Stupid.
Yeah. But, Bruce is, like, happy that it's not Duquesne's daughter. He takes her home. They're almost going to kiss because she's not the villain,
Exactly. How beautiful is that?
Right. So then the girl cop summons Batman to a subway station for some reason. I missed why he was there. And
Wait, what?
The girl cop
Yeah.
summons him to a subway station. I don't know why he went there.
Because she didn't want to tell him backstory, that's why. That's all that was.
Because she tells Batman that he saved her from a fire. And this is why I really like Batman. Because he remembers everybody he's ever saved.
See, I thought he saw her face, kind of remembered it, did some research, like, oh yeah, I did have interactions with her. So I believed, like, he didn't believe it off the bat. He had to do some research up on it.
No, he says, I remember.
He says that after he'd done research, after the first time
No,
meeting
but
her.
even in the comics, he's got, like,
I know.
a photographic memory.
Yeah.
And he remembers every person he's ever saved. And I always thought that was cool. It's just not another thing to him, He sees these people as people. It's a good superhero trope.
No, it really is. It is.
It's the reason why I like superheroes in general. Superman is really good with that too. And so is Wonder Woman. One of my favorite Wonder Woman comics was a recent one.
Yeah. Where
it's just her going to a prison and visiting one of the people she put there because she said she would help her.
That's pretty cool.
And it's over the course of months, just her coming and her pretty much just showing up, even though the criminal doesn't want to be helped or anything else, and eventually breaks her down and,
see,
and helps her.
So you saying this makes me never want to be a superhero because that sounds so exhausting. Like, you never have a time off to yourself. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Wonder Woman didn't do it because it was she was obligated to do so. She did it because she wanted to, because she felt strongly about helping that person. That's why superheroes are good.
Yeah, I'll never be a superhero.
Anyway, blonde science lady goes and visit her fiance who was in prison because the Penguin framed him. We needed that because we'll find out later why.
See, it's funny you say this because they give us a lot of character background that we don't need until we get to that point.
Yeah,
which is like, why that girl spill her beans about her family getting burned up? Okay, who cares? Why was seeing this girl like? Why are you giving us? Because initially, if it wasn't for the twist, all these would be just red herrings for no reason. Like, this is pointless.
Yeah, which would be better than the twist that we actually did, which makes everything just convoluted. These three people just happen to these three villains just happen to be teamed up to be against these three.
Exactly, it's so stupid. Let's continue, man.
Anyway, her science girl's fiance wants her to stop doing what she's doing because she's not Supergirl, because we needed a Supergirl reference, I guess. And then Batman just breaks into Science Girl's home because now he believes she's it because she used the metal thing Batwoman used the metal thing that she was displaying the Wayne tech earlier to interrogate Penguin. And then we cut back over to the three bad guys. They're going to meet Bane. And did you catch this? The shot from above where they're walking in the warehouse and the walk animation where they're just like...
Yeah, they're all like doing like Penguin's weird...
They're just like... It's like they forgot to animate the walk animation.
I thought it was just me that noticed. Like, why are they walking weird?
No, it's like they skipped frames just
Yeah.
to get him over. Is I guess they had to cut budget somewhere on that
Oh
one.
man, I'm glad you saw that too.
So the big guys meet Bane, and he says, "I'm taking over." And the former muscle guy is like, "Who are you to come in?" But everyone else is okay with it. So that happens. Meanwhile, in the Batcave, right? No. Wait, what happens next? Oh, so Batman thinks that he's investigating the house of the Science Lady, and he's putting the pieces together that maybe, and that the Batcave, that they're working together, the daughter and the Science Girl.
Yes.
So then he goes to the daughter's room again. We're not that far. Hold on.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Oh, we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in the daughter's room, and then the thug opens the door. This is probably the funniest scene in the whole movie.
Well, no, first I guess I zoned out for a little bit. You mentioned that those three talk to each other.
No, I thought you were jumping ahead, but I'm jumping ahead to this point anyway.
Okay, gotcha.
Because this is still the investigation anyway. But yeah, so Batman's searching through Duquesne's daughter's room.
Yes.
And the thug opens the door.
I love that so much.
I love this scene too. This is the best scene of the entire show. He's like, he sees Batman there, and Batman just glares at him. He closes the door, walks away, and then another thug says, "Is everything all right?" And he says, "Yep, no, we're good." He just noped out of that whole situation.
It's so good. That's how I would be like, nah, that's Batman. And I'm by myself. I'm not doing this today. Especially because he already has a black guy from Batman earlier.
Yeah, it's like, it was perfect. That's Batman to the core right there, honestly.
Yes.
All right, now we're gonna backtrack because Batwoman's going into her Batcave, and oh no, dun dun dun, Batwoman is all three of them, all three new girls that were introduced.
That's so lazy. It's so dumb.
It's so stupid and convoluted. By the way, all three girls made for this movie.
Oh, I figured as much. I did like the daughter a lot. I liked all of them, honestly. Besides the cop one, I guess. She was like the weakest of the three.
They were fine as characters. It's just their plot devices.
Exactly. It was after we figured out all three of them are the Batgirl, they barely wear the masks after that.
Yeah, because the mystery's over. What's the point?
That drives me crazy. I've always hated about like with every superhero movie, like once you know the person's identity, take the mask off. Like, why are you doing that?
Because, well, in the live action stuff, you want the actor's face to be seen.
Yeah, I get that money, but like, we're the audience. Everybody know. That's what I'm here to see, the character. I want to see the mask on. Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Like one of my biggest pet peeves.
All right.
But yeah, that twist is stupid.
So we find out that, that Kasny is going to kill Penguin and his associates for not delivering the arms. So they have one last idea.
So you just said Kasny. I'm like, who the hell's Kasny again? Like, oh, that place. Okay.
So they're going to load all the guns into a luxury cruise ship for some reason. I don't know why they're doing a luxury cruise ship, but they did it on a luxury cruise ship. But the Batwomans are going to send Duquesne's daughter to blow it up because I guess she's the muscle of everything. The cop is the brain. No, the science girl's the brains, and the cop is like the leader, I guess.
Makes sense.
So they send her to do it, but then as she's about to plant the bomb on a crate, Bane just bursts out of a crate. I don't know why he was hiding in the crate waiting for her.
Right? It was like, look, what are the odds of her getting on the ship and then going past that single crate? So dumb.
Right, exactly. Anyway, Bane kicks her ass and knocks her out.
Oh, so quickly.
And
Batman confronts the cop girl while this happens.
Right. Okay. So Batman confronts the cop girl, and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And she looks like she's gonna pull her gun on Batman.
Yeah, which really like that's kind of drastic.
But she gets a phone call from Science Lady that daughter isn't picking up, so she turns to Batman, and she's like, "Help me, Batman," and he does. But Bane calls Penguin to tell him that he caught Batwoman. And did you notice in the background in his office, he's got two gnomes up on a shelf?
No, I didn't notice that.
He's got those two gnomes from earlier, from his warehouse, just on the shelf. That's
funny.
Anyway, so as they show up at the boat, we get Batman is also on his way with the Batboat. I guess Robin's just staying in the boat because he's not in this one.
Yeah, Robin's sidelined a lot in this.
He's just like, I'll drive the boat, letting the 10-year-old drive the boat for some reason, but okay. Anyway, Bane reveals that Batwoman is Duquesne's daughter. Dun 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 dun. To the bad guys. And then we get the large climax where everyone comes together. The Batgirls show up. There's fights. There's explosions. Blah 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 blah. Batman fights Bane.
I found that funny though. Like if almost every one of these animated Batman movies, if always ended, the third act has always ended with an explosion in the factory,
Explosions,
or
yeah.
something, and the villain's always up top and drops into the fire or what have you. He's like, oh god, very very generic.
So each Batwoman has a thing with one of the villains. The daughter obviously got problems with her dad because her mom got assassinated because of him. Penguin framed Science Girl's fiance for something he didn't do, and then Rupert Thorne was behind the fire that killed Top Girl's parents, which Batman had to save her.
What are the odds?
Yeah, that everybody just lined up.
Like, what are the odds of that happening?
Yeah, so there's a giant climax, and then Batman's fighting Bane on top of the ship, and that crashes into a bridge. So, and then Batman's hanging from it. Cop Batwoman girl is chasing Rupert Thorne and Penguin, who are trying to get away on a speedboat, and she ties she shoots a line into the boat and then ties it around a buoy out in the middle of the water, and then when they go past, I guess it flips the speedboat. Are buoys connected to something underneath the water? Or I thought they just floated there.
They're not, but I assume they're super heavy compared to a speedboat.
But enough to flip a speedboat to stop it like that?
I don't know. I guess the speedboat's going that fast, and it's not like the buoy's in water and it's heavy. The speedboat's going so fast it's kind of skidding on top of the water a little bit. So I'm guessing anything that'll stop it like that will make it flip. That was my guess. But I thought the same thing. Like the speedboat should be heavy too. Wouldn't
you think that the line would just break off?
I don't know.
I just thought it was weird. Yeah. I just didn't think it was a sturdy enough thing to flip something like that. It was like that speedboat hit a wall.
Exactly. Like, I know buoys are heavy, but like, are they that heavy? Like, I want to test it out now, but like, damn.
Anyway, Bane falls into a fire, and I guess he dies.
He doesn't die, but he died, yeah.
No, I think he shows up. I don't think he shows up again. I think the animated series were over after this. I think this is the last appearance for the animated series. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the last time we see Bane.
That's funny. Just killed Bane that way.
And then Batman's got beat up by Bane, so his ribs are hurt, and he falls, and he's saved by Cop Batwoman girl on her glider.
Yeah.
And she lands, and her face is revealed, so she's like, I guess I'm writing this report to Commissioner Gordon and Bullock, and they fire her.
Right on the spot. That's so stupid.
She did get fired, and she's leaving. But Batman shows up and gives her evidence that exonerates Science Girl's fiance, because we had to tie up that loose end. Also, the DA looked the other way and from arresting these three girls, even though he has them on various attempted murder charges, and they'll just get away scot-free while all the other criminals go to jail.
It's the weirdest thing, because they did something good.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're on the good guy's side, so we'll just turn our no.
Because I didn't mention it, but they went there to blow up that boat.
Yep.
And then Batman comes and saves Duquesne's daughter, and she's like, I'm blowing up the boat anyway, you can't stop me. And she does. She blows up that boat.
And that boat runs to the bridge.
And exactly.
And there's car crashes. We saw people swerving and crashing. Like, they did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I don't think they should be let go scot-free like they were.
No, not at all.
But they were.
Oh, man.
Anyway, then we cut over to the prison where Science Girl's fiance is being let out, and we find out that Duquesne's Duquesne's in prison and his daughter's there, and she's walking away, and she's like, have you talked to Bruce? Because I guess Bruce hasn't talked to her, and she's like, no. And so Science Girl goes to her fiance, and then she walks away all sad, and look, Bruce is waiting for her.
Yay.
He finally returns the car that she had given him. And they drive away, and then we think it's over, but no. Then we get like a clip show ending again, where they show the names of everybody.
Yeah, like so and so. Like, oh my god!
And then we get the weird pop song music thing at the end again.
Yeah, it was a very weird intro, outro kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, and I guess Bruce Wayne's just with that lady now.
Yeah, which I like them two together. They're kind of cute together. Still impossible for him to be with anyone, but I found them cute. I found this Bruce Wayne as Bruce Wayne upbeat and like more charming. Like, I can understand now difference between Batman and Bruce Wayne, because usually the other ones I saw Batman and Bruce Wayne being one and the same.
Well, that was more focused on Batman. This one was more focused on,
The girls.
the mystery of everything. But yeah, that was Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman.
Oh man. So what do you think of this one, TJ?
I still didn't like it. I think the story was a mess and convoluted. It wasn't. This is not Batwoman, that's for sure.
See, after finding out, or honestly, after seeing that there was no character that was going to be Batwoman like the ones we know, I was like, okay, so it's going to be one of these three women then. And I enjoyed the ride. It was stupid. It was definitely dumb, the whole twist at the end.
I didn't like the whole 3 Batwoman thing either.
That was really stupid. I really hated that.
They should have just picked one.
Yeah. Like, why make it like, can one woman not do a Batman's job? Like, come on, guys.
Well, that's not even that. It just makes everything convoluted and forced together.
Yes.
I hate it when they try to make connections to everything. Everybody's got to be connected to something. The world doesn't work like that.
No, sadly. It's not as easy as this.
It's stupid. I didn't like it.
That's fair. I did enjoy this. I did enjoy the ride. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the henchmen not wanting to fight Batman. It seems kind of grounded for a Batman.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd watch this over Hulk any day of the week.
Oh, we did watch Hulk, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched Hulk last week.
Yeah, I blocked that one out for some reason. That wasn't even that bad though. This, I would say, it's like a little bit better than Hulk.
Yeah, but this one's also half the length.
Exactly. Like, Hulk was boring, and it could have been short. If Hulk was this length, Hulk would have been a good movie.
Yeah, it could have been a good movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this movie was okay. What are you going to give this?
I think I have to give it an objective 5.
5? Damn. Yeah. What's an unobjective you give it?
3.
Damn. A 3?
Uh-huh.
A 3. Like, what? Just because Batwoman's not Batwoman?
No, because of the convoluted plot and everything. The story beats just don't make sense. It's just a waste. It's all very pointless.
I could give you the point that's pointless, but what made it convoluted to you?
Well, the convoluted is everybody's connected for no reason at all. Everything just happened to line up for all these characters to know each other, that each girl has a vendetta against these 3 guys who happen to team up for this one thing. Why is it these 3 who are teaming up together? Just so that these 3 can come after them?
That's stupid. That's dumb. Can't argue that. That's stupid.
That's convoluted. Yeah. It's stupid. It's like everything's a plot device in this. Nothing is actually there to drive the story. It's like, okay, we have these 3 girls and their plot devices for foils of these 3 guys.
Interesting.
It almost felt like we wanted to give you female superheroes, so we're going to give you 3 of them.
Well, they're all going to be the same.
Yeah, it's like,
oh man,
it's just not a good movie.
That's funny. I thought I would watch this again. But I won't. I wouldn't put it on and watch it again. Like, if it was on, I'd watch this again. Why not?
I'm not saying it's like a terrible movie that's unwatchable.
Yeah.
It's just the worst of the animated DC animated universe movies that we've seen.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The first one was the worst.
No, it really
was the worst.
You are so in the minority on that one.
Sucked.
You are so wrong on that one.
I gave this a 6. Like I said, it was enjoyable to me, this movie. I never felt angry. I never felt, like, annoyed, I guess. I did think the stupid plot twist was like, really, all 3 of them? What's the point?
Yeah, no, I had too many problems with it.
I respect that. It's because you're just a Batman fan in general, I guess?
No, I had a problem as a writer.
Well, that's fair. Okay.
And of course I have Batman issues, but that's why it's an objective 5, because I took those out of it.
You should give it a 3.
No, I did. I gave it a biased 3.
A biased 3? Yeah, I'm saying that should be your final rating is a 3.
No, it's a 5, because it's definitely an average kind of movie. It's not unwatchable.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say I would never watch this again. I would never go out of my way to watch it again.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
But, like, if I was over someone's house and they had it on, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not watching this shitty movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. All right, I'm done talking to these idiots.
Yeah, same.